Hey, this is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan. So here I am, guys, one day away from turning 58 years old. So I was wondering for my video this week, should I do my typical thing where I respond to some anti-vegan, just spouting a bunch of anti-vegan nonsense? Well, I'm going a little tiny bit, but for this week, since it's my birthday and I've been vegan now, as the title of this video says, for well over 15 years, 15 and a half plus years, actually, I'm going to make a video about me, specifically about all these bad things that should have been happening to me if I've been listening to the anti-vegans all these years. So let's go through some of the predictions that people have said, that things that should happen, bad things that should happen to pretty much all vegans in general, and in some cases, things that are happening to me. And let's see how well these predictions have played out.
I don't think you should live off salad. And everybody that I know that tries to eat only vegetables winds up feeling like shit.
Speaking of anti-vegans, I mean, Joe Rogan's got to be the supreme king of anti-vegans. I mean, first of all, Joe, I don't know any vegans, let alone any health organizations, saying if you want to eat a vegan diet that you should eat pretty much nothing but salad. And what's even more ridiculous is what he said at the end there, that everyone he knows that eats nothing but vegetables. I mean, who eats just vegetables? We eat all sorts. We eat fruits, we eat legumes, we eat grains, nuts, and seeds. I mean, I don't mean to speak for Joe Rogan, but what I think he's trying to say is that everyone he knows who tries to eat only plants, a vegan or plant-based diet, ends up feeling like crap. Like, first of all, that's not any kind of science or anything like that. I don't think he meant it to be like that, but saying that pretty much, if you're vegan, he's telling his millions of followers who will listen and watch him, if you eat vegan diets, you're going to end up feeling like crap, and they believe him. Well, I'm still waiting, Joe. I've been eating vegan now, like I said, for 15 and a half years, not feeling like crap, plenty of energy, athletic, healthy. Like, when's it going to kick in? How many more years do I need to be vegan?
But the people that I know that have gone into a vegan diet, almost all of them get bad blood work.
Oh, so I'm supposed to have lousy blood labs too, in addition to feeling like crap. Well, unlike the great Joe Rogan, I've been sharing my blood labs with you guys. I'd love to see a Joe Rogan blood test. Anyway, I'll put the link to my playlist of all my blood labs that I've shared over like the past decade plus, and you'll see very clearly I'm not deficient or anything like that. My doctors who've gone over them with me are very satisfied, considering I'm in my 50s. And sure, I do take a supplement or two, as most people my age probably should, like say vitamin D and vitamin B12. And I know people like Joe look down at vegans for taking supplements, but check out my video here of the massive list of supplements that Joe Rogan takes. It's crazy. So Joe, could you be a little bit more specific on the timeline? How many more years or decades do I need to wait for these horrible vegan blood labs to kick in?
If you're vegan and you're eating a vegan diet, you need to have a perfect vegan diet to be healthy. You need to know what you're doing.
Well, I guess I must have a perfect vegan diet and I know what I'm doing. Well, first of all, let me just stop here. There's no such thing as a vegan diet. We eat plants and fungi, and there's like literally an infinite amount of ways you can combine all the different plants together. So when people say, oh, the vegan diet, there's no such thing. But however I'm doing it, I guess according to Joe's friend there, Chris Kresser, I must be doing it perfectly, and I must be doing it in a way that's smart. I know what I'm doing. So otherwise, I'd ask Chris, how many more years or decades do I need to wait for all these horrible things to start happening to me?
I like looking at my brain and going, okay, listen, like someone cut my brakes, right, on my brain, and I have to take all the things, omega. I was vegan for a very long time, and I've had to introduce fish and omegas into my life because my brain wasn't functioning properly. And
don't tell that to the vegans. They'll come for you.
They're going to come for me, but that's okay.
Yeah, don't tell that to the vegans, because the vegans know that what Miley Cyrus is saying here is complete crap. I mean, she's saying she had to quit being vegan against her will because her brain wasn't feeling as sharp as she wanted it to. Had nothing to do with all that weed and stuff, but she had to eat fish to get the omega-3. The reasons why we came after Miley is because you don't have to eat the fish. The fish are eating algae, which humans can eat too. Like, why would you need to kill and eat a middleman to eat the same thing that they're eating? Her reason for why she couldn't be vegan anymore was complete nonsense. So for her to believe Joe and Miley here, us vegans are totally screwed because we're not able to get omega-3 fatty acids, at least the long chain kind, unless we were to consume fish. So I'm still waiting for the deficiencies to kick in my brain from not having omega-3 fatty acids. Oh yeah, I forgot. I started taking an omega-3 supplement, DHA EPA, just a few weeks ago, and my brain feels great still. It doesn't feel any better. She said, oh, she ate fish, her brain felt amazing. Well, I've been supplementing with it for a few weeks now, and I feel absolutely the same. So I guess I haven't been deficient in omega-3s for the past 15 years. Anyway, I'm still waiting.
I am going to talk about why plants want to kill you. And they'll kill us because we develop chronic diseases, and that takes years to develop. And eventually it kills us.
So how long do I need to wait for these plant toxins to kill me in the long term? And speaking of long term, you are aware that consuming legumes is highly associated with longevity. And there's meta-analyses like this one I'm showing down below from last year that show that eating a diet of all plants is associated with lower all-cause mortality. So if the plants are trying to kill us, they're doing a pretty crappy job. So how long do I need to wait for plants to kill me, even though I'm doing all these things, like eating all these legumes, which are associated with longevity, and eating an all-plant diet, which is associated with lower all-cause mortality? How much longer do I need to wait for the bad things to kick in?
I'm not going to listen to him about hair. I don't want my hair to look like this. And especially if you already have good results and you go vegan, your hair is getting thin, and then you click on this vegan that has super thin hair. Meanwhile, you're looking in the mirror and your hair is becoming less and less, and it's starting to look like his. And you're a woman in your 20s and your hair is starting to look like this.
So I take this one a little personally because this anti-vegan is talking about yours truly here, the birthday boy, saying that eating an all-plant vegan diet's making me go bald, or at least making my hair go thinner. And I was doing this in the context of giving beauty advice or hair tips to ladies in their 20s. Like, first of all, I would never do that. Second, why would any lady in their 20s want to get hair advice from a man in their 50s? That makes no sense, but that's how this person is. She's completely absurd. And the absurd point she was trying to make is that the reason why my hair is thin as a man in his 50s has only to do with me eating a vegan diet. So if I'd been eating an all-meat diet, my hair would look like, say, Joe Rogan. Like, what do you say about guys like Joe Rogan who lose all their hair in their 30s and they're so not vegan? And speaking of Joe, a big birthday shout out to Joe Rogan, whose birthday is 10 days after mine. Yes, we're both going to be 58 in a couple days. So anyway, back to this anti-vegan hater who made this video, I think in like 2017 or 18. So how many years? 7 odd years gone by. Still have a nice pretty head of hair for a guy who's 58. Yeah, it's thinner now at 58 than it was 48 versus 38 and 20, but that's just how biology works. So anyway, still waiting for the vegan baldness to kick in. And if I do happen to go bald at some point in my future, it's not gonna have anything to do with being vegan or eating a vegan diet. It has to do with aging and genetics. And I'm still waiting for that good old protein deficiency to kick in. I don't know what's going on. I just keep waiting and waiting. The haters keep saying, just you wait. So maybe I have to wait another 15 years. Maybe when I'm 30 years vegan, it's all gonna kick in. I really doubt it, because I know they're all full of crap. Because don't listen to me. I'm just a music producer. Listen to the words here of, say, health organizations who have reviewed the scientific literature, and they say a well-planned vegan diet is nutritionally adequate for all people. So what's happening to me here, or I should say what's not happening to me here, not having all these horrible things happen that everyone says should happen to vegans, that's quite normal because my diet is nutritionally adequate. But if you disagree and you think these bad things are going to start happening to me at some point, please come to my live stream Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Be civil, and maybe we can have a conversation and be very specific. Let me know how many more years or decades I'll need to wait for all these bad things to start happening to me, and provide evidence, because I have evidence to show that if you really believe that, you're probably just making crap up, just repeating shit you've heard from Joe Rogan. So anyway, guys, please hit like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to get all of Angie's 7 vegan meals, and I'll see you guys all Friday. Remember, till then, doesn't suck being vegan.